Okay, so in this video, we're going to write a program that's going to prompt the user for some information and then print some things out. So this may seem like a simple function or a simple program at first, but you'll do something similar as part of your practice that does something similar, but has some memory allocation and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to have some number of letters, and I'm going to have an input array, and I'll define that to be 8 characters. Also, we'll have a character C that I'm going to print, and I'll have start and end characters. So first, let's prompt the user for how many letters they want to print. And we'll use fgets. We want to read at most length -1 characters, and we're going to read from standard in. And num is going to be whatever that number is, but we have to convert it from a string to a number. And again, yes, you can use scanf, and it's a little easier, but scanf is less safe than fgets. There's still some issues here, but not nearly as many as we would have with scanf. Then we're going to print what is the starting letter. Actually, this is going to be the same thing. And remember, we're asking for just one character. So in theory, that should be buffer 0. And what is the ending character? And that'll also be buffer 0 because we've read more stuff into it. So now we have a couple of choices on how we want to do this. We could do a for loop and figure out how many letters they want to print. So we'll use that. Now, also think about it though. We could say what's the starting letter, ending letter, and use the actual letters themselves as the start and end points. We could make sure that they appeared in order in the ASCII table. And if they did, we could just say for char x is equal to this, while it's less than or equal to this other character, print the character. So keep in mind we could do that as well. So C is going to be the starting letter plus II. However, I think we also want to say if they give us a bigger number, we can make sure that what happens if you give us more numbers than there are, it'll actually loop back around if we do this modulo here. And then let's put CC to standard out. And once that's done, we'll print a new line and we'll return 0. So let's see if that works. So let's say I want to print 30 letters starting with A going through C. So notice it prints ABC, ABC. What if I want to print 40 letters starting at M going through, let's say, S? And so there we go. And you'll notice it prints M through S, and then it starts over. So think about what you would need to do to actually, instead of printing this out, to actually put this into a string. You would need to allocate a string big enough, which you know how big it's going to be because the prompt is there. And then you would need to fill the string some other way. You couldn't just print it. So be thinking about that because you'll need to do that for an assignment.